don't have to ask for it, they definitely tell you, so.
Would you turn that just a hair so I can see it?
Hey, your lights on,
Thank you.
For a couple hours.
Yep. That way I can see if the camera moves in a minute. There's that doing its thing. Those are those. There we go. It's like it's 7 o'clock. I'll call to order the Seymour Common Council meeting for Monday, July the 27th, 2026. Let's see. We've got the invocation led tonight by the Reverend Angel Armstrong. All rise.
Creator God, we come before you now with the best interest of this community in our hearts and our mind. We enter this space as a sacred gathering grounded in God's grace and guided by our shared commitment to community, dignity, and belonging. In order to foster trust, care, and faithful conversation, we must do the following. Respectful listening. We listen deeply and attentively, seeking to understand rather than to respond, honoring each person's experience as valid and worthy of respect. Mutual care and grace. We approach one another with compassion, humility, and grace, recognizing that each person carries both visible and unseen burdens. We commit to making room for all voices. Non-judgment and openness. We refrain from judgment, defensiveness, or assumptions. We remain open to learning, growth, and holy discomfort. Faithfulness to purpose. We honor this gathering as a space for support, connection, reflection, and encouragement rather than a place to debate. Commitment to belonging. We affirm that each one of us does indeed belong to this community. And we enter into this meeting trusting that God is indeed present here among us, shaping our conversations and strengthening us for faithful service to this community. Let all that you do be done in love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. In the name of Christ, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Angel. You join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Roll call, please, Mr. Bowes.
Mrs. Long. Mr. Maxey.
Here.
Mr. Hubbard.
Here.
Mr. Davidson. Mr. Lucas.
Here.
Mr. Fry. We have 4 of the 6.
Thank you, sir. Okay. If everybody had a chance to review the minutes of the previous meeting, I'll entertain any motions related to.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the minutes as presented. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Reports from committees, boards, and commissions. Mr. Bowes?
Reports, Mrs. Long.
None.
Mr. Maxey.
No, sir.
Mr. Hubbard.
I do for Mr. Davidson, who's not here this evening. Mr. Plump, if you'll come up and tell us about the S&S Diesel Motorsports LLC, please.
Thank you, Chad. Jim Plump with Jackson County Industrial Development Corporation here with Luke and Jonathan, co-owners of S&S Diesel. Company is applying for a 10-year tax abatement for a new $2 million investment in equipment and machinery. This investment will begin next month and it will be completed by the end of 2027. This new equipment will be located at S&S Diesel's new location at the former R.R. Donnelly building at Freeman Field. The company purchased that facility late last year and have been renovating it ever since. Even with this abatement and based on today's tax rate, the company will still pay about $50,000 in tax on this investment. This investment will allow the company to retain its current workforce of 37 workers with total employment of over $4.5 million, plus hire 10 new employees with total payroll of $800,000. And as mentioned, Luke and Jonathan are here if council would have any specific questions for the company.
Council have any questions for Mr. Plump? Not hearing none, I am done with reports from committees, sir.
Okay. I think you're done, Jim.
Am I going to make a motion?
Oh, yeah, somebody will make a motion to approve the report?
Oh, can we get a motion to approve the industrial development statement of benefits for S&S Diesel Motorsports, sorry.
Second.
Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas?
Yes.
Statement of benefits for S&S Diesel has been approved, 402.
Thank you, Mr. Plump.
Thank you.
Nothing further, sir.
In reports, Mr. Lucas?
I do not.
No public hearings. We'll go to the old business.
Old business, Mrs. Long?
None.
Mr. Maxey?
I do have one. I'd like to make a motion to table the third reading of ordinance number 12, Council Bill number 30, till the next meeting and have more members present.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Mrs. Long?
No.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Lucas? Yes. The ordinance has been tabled on a vote of 3-1-2 to next meeting. Any additional old business, Mr. Maxey?
No, sir.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes, again, filling in for Seth, second reading of ordinance number 17, Council Bill number 35 by title only.
Second.
Thank you.
Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas?
Yep.
Second reading of ordinance number 17, Council Bill number 35 for 2026, an ordinance amending the 2026 salary of certain city employees. Finance Committee would be Mr. Davidson, but obviously Mr. Hubbard in his absence.
Greg, if you can get up and talk just a little bit about this one here, since this has to do with your department, sir.
Yeah, so Chief O'Brien, Seymour Police Department, this is to amend the salary ordinance for the police department to provide not additional funds, but to put a line item for 2 part-time dispatchers for a maximum of 500 hours, I think, for the year. Any questions of me?
Any questions for,
And this is to cover a couple you've got going off on leave, correct?
Yeah, on maternity leave, yeah.
If I remember correctly, no new appropriations.
No new appropriations or
Just a
anything.
line item so they
No
get
line
paid.
item. I just need, it's already in the line, the money is, I just need the salary ordinance to say that I have those 2 positions.
any questions from council for Mr. O'Brien? Any questions from the audience? I would ask for ordinance number 17, Council Bill number 35 be passed on second reading.
Second.
Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas?
Yes.
Ordinance number 17, Council Bill number 35 has passed second reading, 402.
Nothing further.
Old business, Mr. Lucas?
Yes. I'd like to ask that we have a second reading on ordinance number 15, Council Bill number 33 by title only.
Second.
Mrs. Long?
Yes.
Mr. Maxey?
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas?
Yep.
Second reading of ordinance number 15, Council Bill 33 for 2026, an ordinance amending Chapter 32 of the Seymour City Code to update city property smoking restrictions. Governmental Affairs, Mr. Lucas.
Yeah, as we discussed during first reading, this is updating an ordinance that was in the 90s, I think, something like that. It needed some updating, so any questions? Any
This
questions
was-
from?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Brad, I wasn't here last meeting, but I sit during the committee meeting. This just updates about smoking in vehicles and all that, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Any other council? Any from our guests? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 15, Council Bill number 33 for second reading.
Second. Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Ordinance number 15, Council Bill 33 has passed second reading, 402. Additional business, Mr. Lucas.
Yes. I'd like to ask to hear ordinance number 16, Council Bill number 34 by title only and for a second reading.
Second.
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
An ordinance amending Chapter 31 of the Seymour City Code to update rules and regulations, benefits, governmental affairs, Mr. Lucas.
Yeah, this is, again, came from the police department, to kind of update some language that will separate the rules and regs versus contract. Is that correct, Greg?
Yeah, so, most of this change is, these things were put into effect in the early 90s to preserve benefits that the contract now has. It was kind of put in there so when they were negotiating to do unions, both the police and fire, that they could keep those benefits current until the union contract. Chris, I think, has been going through some of the city ordinances to kind of clean them up. A lot of the stuff is not even correct anymore. It was longevity would be 20 years. We now do 25. Health incentive was 200. Now it's 500. So a lot of things have just changed in the contracts over the years, and this was to kind of preserve it while they were negotiating the contracts back in the 90s.
Any questions from council? Any questions from our guests? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 16, Council Bill number 34 for second reading.
Second.
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yep.
Ordinance number 16, Council Bill 34 has passed second reading, 402.
Anything else, Mr. Lucas?
Wasn't there another one?
There's a new business item in a minute. No, the one you're thinking about, we're waiting on
Sewer one?
IDM to respond. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it's been tabled.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I have then.
Any new business, Mr. Bose?
Mrs. Long.
No.
Mr. Maxey.
No, sir.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes, I'd like first reading of Council Bill number 19, Resolution number 19, Council Bill 36.
Second?
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Lucas.
Yes.
Introduction of resolution number 19, Council Bill number 36 for 2026, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Seymour, Indiana, approving a tax abatement for SNS Diesel Motorsport LLC for qualified personal property. Industrial Development Committee, Mr. Hubbard in place of Mr. Davidson.
As Mr. Plump talked about, this is a 10-year abatement for $2 million for new equipment and machinery. I think Mr. Plump gave a pretty good description here earlier, but he's still here along with the representatives from SNS if we've got any questions. So,
I do.
yes.
How many of the 37 that you employ are actual Jackson County residents right now? Do you know that?
I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I would say 80% probably.
80%?
Yeah.
Any other questions from council? Any question from the audience? Not hearing any, I ask for resolution number 19, Council Bill number 36, pass on first reading.
Second.
First and only reading.
Sorry, first and only. Thank you, Mr. Bose.
Mrs. Long.
Yes.
Mr. Maxey.
Yes.
Mr. Hubbard.
Yes.
Mr. Davidson.
Yes.
Resolution number 19, Council Bill 36 has passed first and only reading, 402.
Thank you,
Mr.
SNS and
Lucas.
Mr. Plump.
Huh?
Appreciate it.
That was Mr. Lucas.
Mr. Lucas. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nothing further.
Take a vacation, everything's screwed up.
Everybody, yeah, it's all rearranged.
No new, additional new
Nothing
business. New business, Mr. Lucas.
I do not.
Okay, you guys can read through your program. There's, only thing that I might add is I believe it's this Friday is the Parks, end of summer escape that I don't see listed there. It's up at Shields Park. FOP will be there along with some others. So I encourage you to go do that. What we call blueberries here, or good job, attaboys, whatever, however you want to word them, to D Squad with Seymour Police Department. They helped a young lady through a mental issue a couple nights ago. She was very thankful for the two officers that spent some time talking with her and helping her get the help that she needed. So credit to them on that. Miscellaneous from the council.
Nothing that I didn't discuss with you further. We can figure out the issue with those lights above.
Yep, I've got a text scheduled to talk to the guy that knows those in the morning.
Appreciate it.
That was the preemption lights. May or may not have been working
Sorry, I
a
guess
little
I
bit
should
ago.
explain that.
So.
They didn't go off today when the fire department went through, so.
Okay, what do you got for miscellaneous there, Darren?
On the sign-up sheet, first being Ashley Grizzle.
Hello. So we had an issue this week. It kind of actually had a couple issues going on with the apartment complex. It's crazy. I own a vape shop, and I'm being pulled into issues around the community. And it's because there is no transparency. There's nobody that is actually taking reports besides someone who's standing up and being an activist. And that's unfortunately what I would call myself right now, as an activist. Because we had a situation, have you talked to everybody or maybe apologized to the community about getting the DUI?
I made a public statement, nothing further.
I don't think a public statement's enough. But what's crazy about this is it's full circle. What is your normal job? Are you maintenance at O'Brien Manor?
What's it concern, ma'am?
Are you maintenance? I'm asking a question to the council.
It's public record, yes.
So he works also at O'Brien Manor for maintenance. During this whole Seymour Loft situation where 50 units went without running water for almost 2 to 3 days, and this is happening almost every month. I'm going to give you guys a copy of this so you guys can take this home, because it's important that you guys are reading what people are actually saying. They do not feel comfortable going to the police department, and I'll tell you why here in a second. We had a situation, one of these, he actually was fired from O'Brien Manor for a maintenance issue and then rehired.
That's not
I don't know. This is just what I'm being told on here.
Consider
So
your source.
I don't know verbatim. I would love for you to clear it, but not during my
So why are you
time.
making a public statement about something that you don't know facts about?
Not during my time. So in this situation, there has been mold sprayed over with spray paint. There has been spots put over with just there's running water in low-income apartments. O'Brien Manor, everybody in this community knows about O'Brien Manor. Why is our city council member part of the maintenance crew and they still have issues like this? And that's just one of the apartments. Seymour Loft, did we ever find out who owns it and actually get contact information? Okay, because I still have people that don't have that information that actually live there. So I'd
More than welcome to give us a call.
I would love for them to be able
After
to give
about
you a
8
call.
minutes, after it took about 8 minutes for the first report before I was in contact with the owners,
I really actually
not the
want to praise
management.
you. I actually tagged
So-
you in it because there's really nothing else I know how to do. I can call the Seymour Police, we can call the health department, we can call everybody. I'm going to tag you in it.
Don't tag me in it because I don't do social media. If
Yes, you
tag
do,
me,
Matt.
no,
You're on
if
social
you,
media trying to get
I-
likes all the time.
I
Stop
post a
doing
quote
this.
every day, and that is it. If you tag me in something, I will not see it, Ashley. So call up here, email up here.
I got a hold
reach
of who
out.
I needed to. They were blaming it on the fire department. They were trying to say the fire department. So I actually got a hold of the fire department, and they were doing great. I was actually coming up here to tell you thank you.
Okay.
Never mind, you weren't involved. So I'm very thankful for the people in the community that actually stepped up and made sure
Thanks,
that
Ashley.
they had them. I'm not done. The next situation that we had
Miss, we've
is
got,
I went to the
Miss-
police department this week.
Miss, we've got
Ma'am,
3 minutes.
this is my city hall meeting.
I understand,
went
but
to
we
the
have
police
to
department
enforce the
because there was
rules
theft at a
uniformly
local
across
business
the
around
board.
here. You're interrupting.
Ashley.
Miss Grizzle.
Ashley.
Do I need to write 2 different times? 3 minutes
Message
is not
me.
enough.
I
Message me.
understand,
Thank you.
but we
Message
have
me.
to apply the rules
I don't care, Chris.
evenly.
I really don't. Especially
Ashley.
you need to apply to the
Ashley,
rules.
it's not helping.
I'm
Message
attempting
me.
to.
Oh, I'm staying for this one.
Mr. Lucas, you're next on the list, sir. Pass. I know there was a few people that wanted to speak, I think, but the resolution or the ordinance was tabled because they thought it was going to come on the table. I would, I think we should entertain them if they want their 3 minutes to speak. Does anybody wish to speak on the rezone at 30 and 51? Is that what anybody's here for?
I think it's in your best interest to take that time and get up here and speak. Because the rest of the council members will listen to it before they come in next time.
Just come up and state your name, please, for us.
Rick Ziegler, I'll go.
What do you say his last name?
Cedric.
Cedric.
Don't ask me how to spell it. T-I-E-D-R-I-C-H or something like that.
Thank you.
You might have seen these before.
Hey, Rick. Rick, do me a favor. Spell your last name if you would.
Z-S-C-H-I-E-D-R-I-C-H.
We're not against that.
You weren't even close.
Wow.
I tried guess.
I'm glad I asked.
So, my 3 minutes about ready?
Yep.
You're up.
I'm Rick Ziedrich, and I live on 500, the first road south of the project where they're wanting to put the manufacturing facility out there. Lived there 36 years, and I've shown you pictures. I didn't know if anybody would want that in their front yard. I just can't see it. My question is, why here? He says that they want to have access to I-65. We already have an industrial park that's 5 minutes from 65. You can go out Burkhart to 11. You can go out 50, which is crowded, but it's crowded no matter what. So I just don't see why they would want it here when they have other places that are for manufacturing and stuff. So there's land available. There's for sale signs right out by the egg place, Vital Farms. And the Rose Acres, I think, is on the other side. Big controversy on that. So I just don't understand why they do the huge excavating and all the road work and everything. And my biggest fear is, though, they don't know what's going in there. We had a questionnaire. The guy, Blair, said that is there hazardous materials? And Blair said, we cannot tell you that until it's identified who's going to be going in here. And I just thinking you're opening a can of worms. I mean, they could just redo and do anything they want except the data center, which was voted out. But I just think just plugging somebody in, it's not really, I just don't know. It sounds sketchy to me, and I just don't like the idea. And I just wonder, if you'd say no to this issue, because you wouldn't want that in your front yard. I mean, 36 years, I know progress happens, but we have bald eagles in front yards and turkeys and deer and everything, and then I'd have to get up and look at a manufacturing facility, and it's just sad. But I know progress happens, but I don't want to see it. There's a lot of other issues other people were going to talk about, but I think we're going to table them until the next meeting. But thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
Questions for me? Thanks.
Was there anyone else?
I'm Donna Stanley. I also live on 500, and I'll probably repeat myself the next meeting. But anyway, my initial concern when I was told about this was a data center. I hear that data centers are being stuck on cities all over the state without too much information given out. And as probably most of you are aware, they're very energy consuming. They require tremendous amounts of water, which we don't have in this area. We're on wells in our area. And they also require a lot of energy, a lot of electrical grid, which is not present. Our power is out very often down there. And environmental concerns are a big thing for me. You know, a manufacturing operation, with the wide open zoning, it appears to me that the industrial zoning is. It seems they could put about anything there. It could be warehousing, it could be a junkyard, it could be heavy equipment. I don't know how that works, the zoning. But if nothing else, I would appeal for a less open commercial zoning or industrial.
Data center's been addressed.
Data center and junkyard can.
Neither one of those two will be allowed in that property.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. In 22, this company that is giving this proposal went into Hobart with a manufacturing operation, and that transitioned to a data center at a later time. So I'm glad to hear you folks have restricted that. Well, that's good. Okay. I still haven't, again, environmental concerns about what might end up in the ground there. It's, you know, it's, again, it's a sand hill. We're on wells there. Yeah, it's right next to the wildlife refuge, you know, not a great thing for them, though I'm definitely not representing the refuge. My other concern was, you know, traffic on Highway 50. The plans are calling for the entrance to be on Highway 50 just east of the 31 interchange. And those of us who drive that a lot know that is very jam-packed several times a day. You have to wait a long time to get through if you're coming into Seymour from the east. And I think the only way that can possibly work is to make 54 lane. And I don't know if the company wants to do that or if the city could pitch in or how that would work. But the traffic is tremendous there. And I think that is a very big problem with this operation. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate your help with things.
Thank you. Thanks, Donna.
My name's Joe Tramp. I had a question on your zoning. There's so many places here in Seymour that's zoned, and it's, to me, it's spot zoning. For instance, Pebblebrook. You guys all aware of Pebblebrook? It's residential. How'd that get in the middle of commercial and industrial? You know that junkyard, the trash place is on the property line of the guys living in Pebblebrook. Do you know that? Anybody know that? So you got an industrial park at Freeman Field. You got one north of town. You have nothing on that side of 31, but you're starting to put stuff out there that don't go with residential. Most everything out there is residential up until this day, except for my uncle's trucking place. That was there in the 40s, 30s. Why do you keep spot zoning wherever somebody wants to put something? The people bought that property, they're buying it. The people that originally bought it for $17,000 an acre. And according to the guy that was up here the other day, he's going to pay $50,000+ an acre. And it's a good deal for them, and he told me it was. So how can you, and another thing, how can you rezone something that is actually county taxpayers? Why, you don't even own that property. And like when you done Pebblebrook, you guys sit up here, not you guys, but the city council sit up here and said, if Pebblebrook works out to be a good deal, we'll annex it. Well, I guess Pebblebrook was supposed to be a retirement center. What the guy told him, it was supposed to be a retirement center like Florida, which I knew that was a lie. So he fed that to you. You guys believed it, but you guys never annexed it. So are you going to annex this property if it's a winner or it's a loser? You going to take it too? You didn't take Pebblebrook.
The company has actually already started the annexation process. So.
Well, was that in the paper to publicize it?
Before August 10th. So when was it published?
Yes, notice was published. I want to say on the 21st of July.
Okay.
I can double
I didn't
check
see
on
it.
that. It ran in the Tribune.
But that's my thing on spot zoning, and I call it spot zoning because I feel terrible for the people living in Pebblebrook when you've done commercial and industrial. And the way that was done, Albring sold everything but a foot around his property. So when he was supposed to notify the property owners, nobody was notified because he owned it. Do you guys know that happened?
That's the reason the rules got changed on that's because of that
Yeah.
situation.
But why was all that, why is Pebblebrook in an industrial and commercial? Why would you ever zone anything like that? And is that what's going to happen out there? And that's what's happening because it's all residential. And you don't have any
Thanks,
idea
Joe.
who's going to be in there and what they're going to put in. I think it's all wrong. The county should be involved in this.
My name's Mark Patrick. I live on Highway 31. Back of my property is about 500 feet from this proposed project. According to public records, Becknell doesn't even own the property. I don't know if that's true or not, but King Royal is the company shown to own it. So I don't know how you can approve something to a company that doesn't even own the property. What if the deal falls through between them and the owner, actual owner of the property, and the owner of the property comes back and says, we want to build a junkyard or a data center or whatever? I don't know how someone can dictate what a piece of property gets zoned or what's going to be there if they don't even own it. So I don't understand how you can possibly approve this until you know exactly what's going to be built.
The rezone's for the property, not the property owner, right?
Correct.
It'll stay with the property, no matter what we vote on, will stay with the property,
Okay,
not
but,
with
you know,
the people that own it.
So the gentleman, Blair from Becknell, was here and said, okay, we won't build a junkyard. We won't do this or that. So if that's put in there, that's fine. It doesn't say anything about hazardous waste. It could be a ice detention facility. We don't know what it's going to be. I mean, I don't know who approves it when they actually come, but once you zone it, it pretty much opens it up to whatever. So I just don't know how you can approve something until you know exactly what's going to be built there. Just doesn't make sense. So that's my opinion. So thank you.
Do you want to reclaim your position, Jim?
If I may.
That's fine.
Jim Lucas, 1114 East 4th Street here in Seymour. I want to urge this council to please, for the love of God, be careful on your rezoning and stop doing what's been done for the last 20 years, because Seymour's been really, really good at bringing in industry. And based on the JCIDC, their own numbers right here, Seymour, Jackson County has a population of approximately 47,000 people. We have a workforce of pushing 24,000. We currently have an unemployment rate of 2.9%, which is virtual full employment. But our own Jackson County United Way says even though we have full employment, 40% of our workers are at ALICE level, which is asset limited income constrained employment, basically one step above poverty level. So we're bringing in all these industries that aren't paying. And Seymour is blessed. We have an interstate that runs right through the middle of I-65. We have a north, south, east, west railroad spurs that have been recently refurbished. We have an airport that can handle jet traffic. We have 3 highways coming into Seymour, 50, 11, and 31. And here we're a county with full employment and 40% poverty rate. We got to quit giving away the farm to everybody that just comes along and asks for it. And it's not going to keep getting any better if we keep doing this. It's going to get worse because the workforce that we brought in for the last 20 years has driven up housing costs. They've overwhelmed our school system. By the sheer numbers, our school system alone, we're 40% over capacity where we should be. The population of Seymour is at 22,000. That means our school population should be around 3,400. We're at 5,400 students.
Do you understand why?
Well, I can tell you why, because we have such a hidden population nobody knows about.
No. Where does Seymour Schools pull from township-wise? Just the city of Seymour?
Everybody, okay, and I even ran those numbers, Mayor.
Yeah,
I'm glad
they
you
come
asked
out just
that.
about right, Jim. I've ran them too.
No, I've ran it, okay. The total student population for Jackson County is over 7,500.
Okay.
Okay, that's roughly 16% of the county population, which matches the state level. The K through 12 population for the state of Indiana for public school students is roughly 16%. Now Seymour, Jackson County also has 3 other school corporations.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Brownstown, Medora, and Crothersville. We also have a very, very healthy private school population.
Mm-hmm.
So even with Seymour's numbers, they might pull some outside. They don't pull that much.
80% of Jackson County lives within 2 miles of the city of Seymour or in the city of Seymour. If you do the math, it comes out almost perfect for the numbers.
I have done the math.
I have too.
Yeah, but okay, our numbers don't lie, Mayor.
I know. That's the reason I'm
And
telling
that's
you.
what I'm telling you. Okay, are we having a discussion? Or
I'll give you an extra 30 seconds.
Okay, 48% of Jackson County population resides in Seymour. Okay, if 48% of the students reside in Seymour, we'd have 3,626 students. Okay, if 16%, which is the number that matches the state of Seymour's population, if we only had 16% of the students like the state does, we'd have 3,611 students. So we're within 15 students of being equal there. Seymour currently has about 5,400 students. 35% of those are EL students. So we have a massive
There you
overgrowth.
go, Jim. Thanks.
Don't keep doing what we've been doing. It's destroying Seymour.
Yep, you're good. Go.
Okay, my name's Karen Campbell Jones. I live on 500 North. I'm part of the group back here. My only question or concerns are noise. Could you guys imagine somebody just going to build something next to your house and you have no idea what's going to be there, what's going to come from it? You got machinery, you got yards for HVAC, semis run. We don't even know if semis are going to be coming all night long. Who's going to be out there? Who's going to be running around? The gentleman, I can't say Blair, he had mentioned one time about there'd only be a few semis coming in every evening. Have you been to Walmart DC? Saw how many semis come in and out?
Did he say that? Do we know that he said that?
You watched the video, correct?
He said that, so, but if he doesn't know what's going there, how does he know how much traffic is gonna be coming in?
Exactly.
That's our
That's my
concern
question.
is, he said that. And so we have no idea. We're over here, that's why we're so concerned. We're gonna have traffic. When we work, we sit 4 and 5 stoplights because of semis now coming out of the truck stop. Traffic, people are running those lights. I mean, and now they're wanting to have semis coming out and sitting there, pulling out across the road. That's a very dangerous intersection when you go through, especially going east on 50. My next, like I said, lights. How would you guys like to feel like you're living right next to a football stadium? There's going to be lights everywhere. Every business factory has massive lights to protect employees, the building, to make sure it's secure. We're going to have these lights shining towards, not all of them, we know that, but a majority, they're going to have that back side. They're not going to want people sneaking up in there. And one of them asked me, who's benefiting from all this? Who's going to come out of it? And as Donna had mentioned, the wildlife. That disrupts wildlife, having all those lights. It's going to mess a lot of that area up too. So I guess, our main concern, noise, lights, all that. We don't know what's going there, so we don't know what to be prepared for. I mean, I can't imagine if somebody came to your house and said, hey, we bought the property next to you, but we're not going to tell you what's going in there.
Absolutely, I agree.
And what about our water? He says that there's going to be those ponds over there. Well, eventually that water's going to come out. It's got to come out somewhere. Our wells are right there. We already have the truck stop. There's fuels and all that kind of stuff. Is it going to affect our water? That was discussed before too. We just want to know what's going on. And, we may sound like a broken record here, but I don't think any of you would do that. You would want to know what's going on, and we're not getting the answers. So, thank you.
Anybody else? Back to you, Mayor.
Anything else from council?
I would just like to say, I don't know how many people know, but there's a 15-year-old girl in our community, Nola Grube, that had a serious surgery today. You all can take a minute this evening or tomorrow and say a good prayer for her that everything comes back okay.
Is there any word on how that went?
She went through the surgery well. They have to do the biopsy, so they're waiting to hear. So keep those prayers coming. She needs them.
Amen.
Other than that, nothing.
Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Meeting adjourned.